It's 70 degrees out there. It is a warm morning. Our downtown live weather bug camera looking nice. And we have a wind still out of the north, still north to northeasterly behind yesterday morning's cold front. So we're in pretty good shape for today. It's just going to be a plain old summery day. Highs up above average. We usually hit 86. We're shooting for upper 80s near 90 today, and it gets even hotter tomorrow. And visibility is a little bit of a problem out east, but look at the dew point, another indication of that drier air that's settled in for some. It's still pretty muggy. Southern counties, you've got a 70-degree dew point in London. That is some steamy stuff. You look at the legend, but look at that. Upper 50s in the northern Kentucky, so there has been some drier air that came south with that boundary. Later on today, we've got a dew point around 70. It's pretty muggy. Tomorrow, it gets even steamier as a southwesterly wind kicks in. You can see it rising, that humidity across western counties. So it'll start to get steamier, it'll get even hotter, and then we get hit with a cold front, and there's a chance for a few showers and storms. So 70s here, upper 80s near 90 today. The real heat, though, the nasty stuff, is bottled up down toward the Gulf Coast and then extending up in towards the Mississippi River Valley, where they have a heat advisory in effect. That goes from Alabama, Mississippi, all the way west to East Texas and parts of Oklahoma and Louisiana. Here we have a Max Track Live that is going to remain clear today beyond an isolated shower chance, and the majority of the active weather is either north or south. North is the severe threat for today, an active frontal system sparking a slight risk for severe storms across the Dakotas and Nebraska. Tomorrow it shifts into the Great Lakes. We'll be able to bypass that, but we could see some scattered showers and storms tomorrow night into Thursday as a cold front does make a run at us. So the future track, short-term stuff, you're not going to see much. An isolated shower down south, and then more of the same tomorrow. Stray shower storm getting going into the afternoon. You can see a few trying to take hold toward the Ohio River Valley. If we see much of anything, it'll likely be Thursday. So enhanced satellite imagery showing that swirl of low pressure down south. We've been talking about this, a potential tropical low. Now the low at the moment, that ripple of low pressure is over southern Georgia, but the National Hurricane Center is still giving it a 40% chance over the next 48 hours and an 80% chance of the next 5 days of some potential tropical development. That low is going to work its way down toward the Florida Panhandle, and as soon as it taps into that Gulf moisture, gets out over the water, you've got the potential for that development, and it will track from east to west and just kind of meander along the Gulf coastline from today all the way through the weekend. And the concern here obviously is going to be the possibility of just absolutely torrential rainfall along the Gulf Coast, basically going from the Florida Panhandle to Louisiana, and maybe even eventually pulling that low up into East Texas late in the weekend. So that's what we'll be monitoring for the weekend. Speaking of the weekend here, we don't have to worry about tropical moisture as far as heavy rain and storms go, but we will have a hot one on the way, upper 80s to low 90s this weekend.